Alright, guys, it is Saturday, April 29th, 2023 at 2:24 p.m. Alright, guys, let's take a look quickly here at dailyverses.net verse of the day. It says, "My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one." John 17:15. Alright, guys, let's take a look quickly here at what's happening in the south. We have a possible storm coming into Florida, parts of Alabama, parts of southern Georgia. It's going to be bringing a lot of rain, possibility of tornadoes. It's coming across the Gulf, as you see here. It is pretty large in size. This is about the time that we start getting possible storms either closer to home in the Atlantic or in the Gulf before hurricane season. This is the time of the year where storms start popping up closer to home, even before all the hurricanes and all this stuff happens later on in the hurricane season. Alright, guys, so let's take a look at the storm. It could be bringing possibilities of tornado, possible severe thunderstorms. You see some warnings here in the panhandle already happening, and by Tampa, we got possibility of severe thunderstorms as it gets closer to land and central Florida. Alright, guys, let's take a look at GOES satellite. You see it affecting parts of Louisiana, parts of Mississippi, parts of Alabama, parts of southern Georgia, and of course parts of Florida. It will be affecting the Gulf, so anybody in ships, please be aware that there's a storm headed your way. Please come on land, and people who live in Florida, please be weather aware that this storm is headed your way. Alright, guys. Next, we have earthquakes. Alright, so there was a large earthquake that happened here in Alaska. The USGS took it down. I don't know the reason for it, why they took the large 6.2 earthquake down, but I managed to capture it, as you see here, in an image. 6.2 earthquake, 106 kilometers east of Chigwik, Alaska. 77 kilometers in depth, as you see here, right there, happened. There were no tsunami threats from this earthquake, thankfully, but I did cover it, and other people, as you see here, KTET, also registered it as a 6.2 earthquake that happened. But they're not showing it anymore on the USGS. I don't know why. They just take things off now. But apparently that earthquake happened and there is no tsunami threat in the Alaska region or the California region from this earthquake. Alright, guys. Let's take a look. There is also an attack that happened in Crimea. They're saying that it is not a Ukrainian attack, but let's take a look at the image so you guys can see the size and scope of this explosion. Look at this. Large explosion. Looks pretty spooky. Lots of smoke in Crimea. Alright, guys. Let's take a look at Twitter, see if there's any other news that I want to share. Yeah, everything's loading. Alright. So there was the 6.2 earthquake in Alaska, that explosion in Crimea. Look at this mammatus clouds in Texas. Wow. And then again, the storm coming into Florida. Then here's again a fire in Sevastopol, burns bright. Light rain slowly begins to fall across the city. So many explosions happening in Europe and Crimea and everything. Here we go. Russia has deployed an anti-satellite smokescreen over Sevastopol port. There's a large explosion there. There's so many explosions happening. It's very hard to keep track of all of them. Alright, let's take a look at the news. 5 dead in Texas execution style shooting. Suspect armed with AR-15 is on the loose. 5 people are dead. That is sad. Please pray for them and their families. Alright, let's see what else. Oh yeah, an unexplained rise in life-threatening brain infections in children are worrying pediatricians. A New York hospital said it has been an above average number of brain abscesses in children this year. So heads up, people of New York, there's that happening. A lot of life-threatening brain infections. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to share mostly the upcoming weather coming for Florida and that large earthquake that happened in Alaska that somehow was mysteriously removed from the USGS, although it was registered there and it was registered by other people who saw the reports. It's weird what USGS does sometimes. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and God bless. Stay safe out there in Florida, guys.